So here nipa na eda screen yesu say ya. Diego Armando Maradona, Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Pele. If you look through these four guys, there's an odd guy, and that is Cristiano Ronaldo.
Odd?
Yes.
Okay, Tim.
Why I'm saying Ronaldo is an odd guy, in terms of continent, these three guys come from the same continent. They all come from the same place. But Cristiano Ronaldo will be a free Europe. Sao Bobo Dina or Denibeshemubi. And these are the four greatest of all time. Per a lot of people. So, Pisa football fans are best 100%. They 90 nipa for reading or mobile. And even most of the times they mention the names of these four players. So it tells you that football no buy. There have not been better players than these four on your screen. Unless, of course, one kasa what dream any the person. Because for me, I've always said, I have a goat outside of these four. And that is...
A goat outside of these four?
Yes, and... Zizu.
Okay, Zizu, yeah.
Yes, and that is my own discretion. Obi so I catch you say Ronaldinho, he's outside of these four. Sure. But on average, and one thing that you need to understand is that three of these guys come from the same continent. Now, South Africa and South America, geography Becca say at some point na bombako. Now the splitting of continents nearby, and a man South America no could be baby, and Africans who could be baby. And even in studies, who say the kind of plants and the kind of animals around this side are the same as this place. So it tells you that once upon a time, these two continents were together. But listen, when you are looking for talent, any players are born and kasa woman no winning bopa. As our continent to him, Europe no mo betime the player be or good aba. But they do more of the technicalities. Ya try born it said the out classroom na usiano. And it said Tony Cruz born be turn na no. He is not the most talented of the guys. But when him say me dem how it can get to this point. And some of them hands over Hana born over Kwakoshe. But when you go to Africa and then the South American continent, listen, baby or Jinabia instinct, everything Manaya Sadiana will be the technicalities by Europe. And that is the reason why you have these four guys on your screen. Because Omono, born and Kasankasaya the woman, and they know how to even you go to the streets and you testify. Akodana wa free school about one could do if you run a bag at toward the Natalia Gua or Jinabo, you see quality. Now, one thing is that, and Penimfobo baby say, you want to see so I am on chat and when you are born in any of these continents, listen, it's very difficult to make it to the very top. Footballers throw injuries. Footballers throw say untimina available now mobile. But one thing I am very, very bad. Now you're an enemy to football. Now you're dream course the amount of talent that are unable to make it to the very top. So we need 100. Our winning ball from these two continents. I am 20%. And we need ball no power throw. Then we are seeing in our monka. Now life in these two continents is so tough. Say if you get 100 players from the South American continent and the African continent, listen, 98 now, they are going out there to come back and feed their family. That is the reason why they are playing football. Federico Valverde say, "Emra oya kodano. Na ema me pakini ma bebre de gu huibaro so no opia kodwoma kwa akoton. Na da obeba wan fa sika bebre bebia mafi no ono aduane a no de asim koda nanim no ono te ho. Nti it got to a point na adwen ye ne se ne ma me nidi. And I normal. Listen, onyini ye no ohu se na ya ahokyere ne ohia nti na maame no aduane a no de asim koda nanim no ono te ho. So when he became a footballer, when he got his first pay, the next thing he think about was home. Nifie and Ojene home. Carlos Bacca at the age of 24, no torn tomatoes, as a conductor or basim. Even though he was playing football, yet not the only free football was not enough to take care of the family. But the Bacca team shooting by the European scene. No about top level kakrano. Obianko Carlos Bacca. Sevilla or Europa need to cover the Baco Kososo. And in one of those tournaments, he was arguably the best player in that game. Carlos Tevez says, "Oh, Manchester Derby, no, that's only United players, no, could do us, no, and near the I know only United Nebo. He's playing against poverty. Oh, Forte Apache. Now, so made that vicinity now. Look, it will break your heart. Ahana Carlos Tevez free. And his motive is to change this place. Says he should be able to invest and change the lives of these young lads now. It is almost an bread and then this is the reason why. It is sometimes John Duran on your deal Al Nassr. Now social media commentaries na me who was he's still young on trust and on mobile no kakra wo Europe. Look, you don't know what is going on. This is a little boy from Medellin. So Colombia na kase Medellin. Listen, obi a wetin ye o na nya drugs na ma na ye no munrutu in that place. And little by little he's been able to get to Aston Villa. Na say man 50-60 million a year how catch as one cost on Europe no mobile no. These guys from these two continents na maka ho asem. So we 100 emu two pen person born o moboko jo mudin. Ronaldinho Gaucho papa say on fan 9 to form fan mobile no because eno na be mo hu boye nya no kre oniska obeto mpabo ani bia manahye. So when he finally makes it, it's their duty, their main aim, and they say omo betimi akọ back home no makwa akosesa no mama no makọ ye dia mom. And most of these talents omo be go underground sound until so omo be retire free football. They are unable to make it to the very top. So scout to be ankopie ho. Now so be a wakwakoye academy be transporting players to Europe ankopie ho. Look, these people will play football and then they will never go anywhere. 1986 after some Maradona J World Cup no. Okotu Nepals na fans ne chanted Diego Maradona better than Pele. And our twins and Tony Bakujina and Chenkachi and say these fans are crazy, but there's one thing they don't know. There's a guy better than myself and Pele. His name is Jorge Gonzalez El Maico. He plays for Cadiz. And when I'm at the very top, El Maico Timidurie. He's the man in your shots. The first time I saw of World Cup, no, Lusu game no by more than 10 goals. Yet, say El Maico was the man of the match. Obi will lose by 10 no. Yes, or no man of the match will game no. That tells you how these guys struggle even with the talents they have. So son na ma me amfana nko Europe ya amfana nko pie ba bia ma ball na nko ehuhu a obebo ball na na ode sa akwakowi ti de bia ya me ka che say unya Mohamed Kudus one on one abisa ne say ni ma ho na ni ball no ball che obi ana. And the answer is a very big no. Suleiman Kamara din techi ma ho na nya on ya de che obi a. But how are you going to be able to get to the very top? You can read about Davide Moscardeli. Player na boji nwiku ha no. He never played for any top team. But he was one of the best. Oh, baby, no free. Until listen, Moiskai said on his story, no, the last born of 10 siblings. Now maybe I said, come back if you want to move, so I catch him. I am the one that is going to save you from this. Just trust me. And then kakran, he's been able to make it to this level. Until you caution the match Chelsea for no. So offer be free Saudi in the bar. Mama ko tena ko da we any so. Allow him to go. Mama nko peska na nipa tengu na chi na busu ya nko ano no. The last time I was so sad was when an under 17 girl or Ghana had catch her almost said, football, listen, you have no idea. It is so people will chrome honey a man 150, 200 now. Yana high, and yes, look, thousands of people when you hear send the back and they wish, say, kwa okono di bibeba fie no manya bibia di ti obebobo na December okofia na aka chense ko na sia oba na kwakọ ya rehosem nti Africa and South America ne de talent no go ho bebre but kwa ya be fa so e be maximize no ne more opportunities amomako out e ho no kra de ya kakra chen ye haji listen when you are a footballer in Africa it's very very difficult and the Champions League games no be baso ma me he kakra bi na me fancy na face you nin komo yes ketwa bi AC Milan for no ko lose them are final and in these games your teams be ho they want it and there are some teams so they need it in this fixture, AC Milan needs the round of 16 more than Final Four. Because our Milan, of late, my bonny investment in the Champions League. Now, her history or more, they need it more. It is a office we are Milan for an engineer and qualifier. It's going to be a great and a big tragedy. Atalanta for here more than club route. Not because some form of a big club, Debbie. Club route for in the Champions League, they have history more than Atalanta for. But in this contest, be here to qualify more than say club route for Nubenya. Bayern for the Vincent company buy and no man shadam farm. They will need a statement to go into the round of 16 and then try to give it a shot. The game back were very, very interested. And they was Benfica against AS Monaco. All of them need it and all of them want it. But I tip Milan to qualify at the end of the day. Atalanta and so Tifio or Gewi Stadium, I'll bet me I know Manon so up a baby for Bayern Munich to qualify. But the game to watch is going to be Benfica and then AS Monaco Football Club.